What's going on, guys? It's Mike for Sim Racing 604. Welcome back to the garage in Assetto Corsa, and today we are going to be talking about Race Sim Studio. So for those not aware, Race Sim Studio is a modding team currently associated with Assetto Corsa exclusively, and they've brought us 9 cars so far, and the promise of at least 3 more to come for Assetto Corsa, and some work in R Factor 2. So the reason I wanted to do this video is because it's hot on the heels of the release of the Formula Hybrid 2018, which is a F1 2018 inspired mod for Assetto Corsa, and it is once again a fantastic mod from Race Sim Studio, and so I thought the team deserved some recognition, and I wanted to expose them to people who may not be aware of RSS's existence. So again, I mentioned there was 9 cars so far from Race Sim Studio. So what we have is the Formula Hybrid 2018, the most recent that I was talking about, which is based on the 2018 spec of the Formula One regulations, or FIA regulations for Formula One, I should say. And we also have a Formula Hybrid Original, which is based on the 2017. A Formula 79, which is based on a Lotus 79, so we're talking late 70s F1. RSS4, which is based on the Formula 4 regulations. RSS2, based on F2 regulations. And 4 other GT1 class cars, a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, a Lister, and a Dodge or Chrysler Viper. So all 9 so far have been incredible. I got on with Race Sim Studio when they first started with their Formula Hybrid. I guess that was about this time, actually a little bit earlier, probably about February of 2017. And it was absolutely phenomenal. They had to just do some guesswork on what the actual F1 car for 2017 would look like because the season testing had not started. All they had to work with was FIA regulations, and they hit it out of the park. It became sort of the de facto, for most people anyway, the de facto 2017 spec Formula One car until the official release of F1 2017, the game. But they did such a good job. They built a name for themselves, and deservingly so, and they've released another 8 cars subsequently, including a GT pack recently of GT1 cars, as I mentioned. The pack promises to be 6 cars. We've got 4 so far, and they've teased the last 2, which will be a Celine and a Ferrari 575, if I'm not mistaken. So looking forward to those. They've also teased the fact that they will be working with R Factor 2, which I think will be incredible. So, again, I just wanted to do a quick kind of update and give status on Race Sim Studio. These guys do incredible work, and I highly recommend, if these cars are not yet part of your Assetto Corsa collection, that you make them a part of your Assetto Corsa collection, because you really can't go wrong. When Race Sim Studio, when I get their emails, and I am on their mailing list, and I get really excited when they release even an update, but more so a new car, and yeah, I look forward to everything they release. And they've also teased a Formula, or what do they call it? Formula V10, I think. So V10 era F1 car will be coming very, very soon to Assetto Corsa at least. So just fantastic work. I thought about doing this video and ranking them, but I really had a tough time. There's some that I prefer, there's others that I drive less, but they're all fantastic. So before recording this particular video, I did laps in all of them, which we will show very, very soon. But it was too difficult to rank. There's some, again, I could probably give you my top 3, but number 4 through 9 gets really, really fuzzy because they're all phenomenal. It's kind of like picking your least favorite flavor of ice cream or your least favorite Beatles song or something like that. Even your least favorite is pretty darn good. So looking forward to a lot more in the future from these guys. The only criticism we see with Race Sim Studio is that they charge for all of their mods. So you're looking at €3 or €4 per mod typically, which I have no problem with. I relate it to, you know, that's about $5 Canadian. So where I live, going to the theater and watching a movie costs about $10 or $12 Canadian to see a movie. So I could have, you know, an hour and a half to 2 hours of entertainment in a theater and leave with nothing but hopefully a smile on my face, or I could own a mod and drive this, you know, as much as I want for as long as the game is relevant. So something like the RSS4, the Formula 4 car from Race Sim Studio, I've put in probably I would say 20 to 30 hours on that mod exclusively, and the Formula Hybrid, 10 to 20 hours and things like that. So there's just, so much entertainment to be had, and I think it's worth it for me for the €3 to €4. And again, this is a criticism of them that they charge for everything, and why would I pay for a mod when ASR offers their F2004 for free, VRC offers their MP44 for free, race department, you can go and get the, Seat Leon TCR, that kind of thing for free. And granted, there are a lot of really great free mods, but I have no problem paying Race Sim Studio for the phenomenal work they do, and I will continue to support them. I think the mods are just incredible. Just to give you an idea here, having the wheels come off and looking inside like that, is it gimmicky? Yeah, maybe. But I think it just goes to show you the level of detail that they go to, down to the wheel nut to create these mods. Most of them, or actually I should say all of them, as far as I know, are built from the ground up. They model every single part on this mod, and or on their mods, I should say, and they turn out phenomenal. Phenomenal. They just level of detail is just second to none. So hats off to them. I look forward to more in the future. I don't know what direction they're going to take it after the things I mentioned, the Formula V10, the last two GT1 cars, some R Factor 2 development. Where are they going? I don't know. I have some hopes. I'm hoping they can start to tackle kind of early 90s F1. I think that would be incredible. Yes, we have a lot, we have a great MP46, we have a great Jordan 191, things like that, but it would be great to see what RSS could do with it as well. I think their modeling of turbo would absolutely be incredible, so I'd love to see that. And I was thinking it would be really, really cool if they could tackle some sort of hypercar that we've yet to see, really hit out of the park in Assetto Corsa, something like a Koenigsegg or, Viper ACR or something like that. I think it would be really, really cool to see what they could do with something street legal or barely not street legal. I would love to see that. So, Race Sim Studio, this one is for you. Just incredible work by you guys, and I think the Assetto Corsa world and probably the sim racing world is better for the work you've done. So again, I will link to the download and purchase links for the Race Sim Studio cars. I highly recommend any of the 9 of them. You can go on. I've done reviews of most of them as they come out, and there's been far better review videos as well if you search around a bit on YouTube. So just phenomenal work. I love driving these things. So without further ado, let's get out to Nurburgring and do a lap in each of the 9 Race Sim Studio cars released to date. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.